dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. Want the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First down, Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Johnson. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota underneath for Johnson. And he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Trying to punch it in. this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll leave this for Ware. Fighting through. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Here we go. Raider 1.
Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it in. Complete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Able to power through. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And that might be Titan football. It is.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the Raiders have got him. Joe Schobert able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And He missed it again. The fourth time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
We're good. 29.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One. 3.
2nd down, Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
One. 3.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Now it's the backup Tannehill. This is caught. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Throw it, Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Hill running right through it. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Let's go.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Looking deep for DeAnthony. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Extra point put through by Suckup. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin the drive with Johnson. Good move by Duke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Easy, easy, easy.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Play fake. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Check it backer, check it backer. 44th to Mike.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Set. Blue 80. 1-1.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Play action now. Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Glennon. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Like, I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Man open left side is Brown. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And there's a man they call AB. Always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Glennon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught, so they do get the two. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin with Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And a short gain down to about the 33. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
We got 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 180. 1.
Rush it.
1.
Check nickel.
Mariota on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Keep it rolling.
some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Mariota to throw it this time. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Titans on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will extend this big lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Miller. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Watch out.
Keep it rolling.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Keep it rolling.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 14 yards. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Pick it up, defense.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzling me a little bit.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mariota gives to Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota being chased out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Duke Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will extend this big lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Sheds off the tackle. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They'll drop the throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to sling this, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Derrick Henry. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 30, past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff?